Hi there, my name's Ant. I'm a music and audio creative, originally from Melbourne, Australia, but these days Los Angeles is home. So I'm doing this little intro video here because these days it's all about the human connection. AI is coming for all of our jobs, so I thought I would make a video that shows you something that my bio and showreel doesn't, and that's my quirks and weirdness and my passions, a little bit what I'm about, and maybe we can work out if we're going to collaborate together. So my music history. Well, I grew up playing classical piano and trumpet. Then when I was in my teens, I got rebellious and started playing guitar in loud indie rock bands. And then later on, I discovered electronic music. I became an electronic music producer, remixer. I became a professional DJ and electronic music performer and toured the world for several years doing that. So my influences are other composers who've come from an electronic music background. That would be people like Jeff Barrow, Ben Salisbury, John Hopkins, Johan Johansson, Mac Quayle, and of course Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross. So I came into media composing through doing some arty music projects. I did some music for the Australian Open Tennis, where I composed music purely from sounds recorded from the tennis court. Melbourne Fashion Week got me to do something similar. I made a piece out of sewing machines and people trying on clothes. One of my biggest projects was the Dream Channel, which is a feature-length VR film and immersive experience. So I'm obsessed with sound. I love synthesizers, I like warping sounds. So I bring my own unique sound palette to all my projects rather than something you would just buy off the shelf. Something I spend a lot of my time on is making sure that the music I make has sounds that are unique to me. I believe that the sound I create can sometimes dictate the notes that I play. So my musical style. Well, I've got a sort of traditional music education. I do have a music degree and I did a master's in composition, but I would still describe myself as a cinematic musical punk. I'm pretty arty. I like to push the boundaries where I'm allowed to and just always pushing forward and trying to explore new ground. My publisher recently described my music as a mix between emotional melancholy and the macabre, which I kind of liked. So what I bring to a project, I've got a really broad knowledge of music. Obviously, I was a DJ for a while, so I love hunting for new music and educating myself on music past, present, and future. So, I can talk your ear off about underground Detroit techno or 60s French jazz or Brazilian 70s psychedelic pop music. I also bring quite a technical knowledge. I've been an assistant and studio tech for many composers around town. I've been a mixer for films and other composers, and as well as mixing electronic and pop stuff. I've been trained in Dolby Atmos, so I've been delivering all my files in that format for a while now. And yeah, I like to geek out about technology. So I've kind of got you back with all the technical requirements of your project. So I love geeking out and talking about art with other creators, especially people who've been able to have the time to acquire knowledge that I haven't been able to. I'd like to be a filmmaker, but there aren't enough days left in this lifetime to be the filmmaker I want. And maybe for you, there aren't enough days in this lifetime for you to acquire all the musical knowledge and experience that I have accumulated over this lifetime. That's where we can come together. Hopefully, this has given you a little bit more impression about me and that I'm not an AI bot and I may be someone who you could work with. So I've got a show reel, but it sometimes doesn't showcase the whole range. I tend to put stuff that's a bit interesting to listen to and it's got pretty melodies, but there's a lot of soundscapey stuff and some of the drones and atmospheres that I love making that just sound pretty boring to listen to it on a show reel. So if there's anything you want me to make for you to get an idea of what I can do, or ask for some extra sounds, yeah, reach out. Let's chat.